Arsenal 3, Kairat 2. Now, this was a game that didn't mean a lot, to be honest. It was a game that we could have the opportunity to rest a lot of players because we've done so well in the Champions League. We had it all wrapped up and stuff. And that's exactly what we did. We played our second team, really. We got to give games to the likes of Norgard, Mosquera, Lewis Skelly, these types of players that are good players that are usually on the bench. And it was an opportunity to maybe get a good performance at home to a team that I think they're bottom of the Champions League table, etc. So it was a game on paper that we wanted to play after losing a poor game against Manchester United. And to be honest with you, I thought we played the first half very well. Before I get into this, please do give me a subscribe, by the way. Please like. Please do comment your thoughts, by the way. But let's get back into it. So I thought we started off the game very well. We gave away a silly penalty. But before that, we scored a very good goal. Havertz picked up the ball, turned straight away into Gyökeres. Gyökeres, against a better team, I don't know if he would have been through like that. His first touch was kind of under his feet. You had to get it out. And before you know it, their players are kind of back. Good shot, good goal. Keeper might have well saved that as well. Goal, good goal. Then they get the penalty. Poor from Calafiori. What he needs to learn there is, well, let them shoot and just let the goalkeeper save it, hopefully. Instead, what happens, he tugs at the shirt, and that's going to be a pen. No matter whether it's soft, the player probably shouldn't go down like that. It was a little pull of the shirt, but it was a pen, nevertheless. When they go down, it's going to be a pen. So, poor from Calafiori, poor all round. I don't know how we conceded like that, but we did anyway, and we go on. The second goal, well, you know, it was coming, kind of, to be honest with you. Good finish by Havertz. Again, the keeper probably should have saved it. He dives past it. Good by, who played the ball? Was it Benjamin White? But good football all round anyway. Gyökeres does well to realise that it was Havertz's ball and to shield off the player. Too strong for him. And good finish by Havertz. However, I still think that the keeper should have saved it, as I say. Then, obviously, the third goal. Fantastic by Norgard. Great flick. Great ball across by Havertz. Again, I think it was. Gyökeres gets a toe onto it. I don't know if it was going in anyway, but Martinelli made sure anyway. A couple checks of offside there. It was onside. Happy days. Happy with that. 3-1. I'm going at half time and I'm thinking Havertz is playing really well. Gyökeres looks like he's had a lot of opportunities. Should have got more. But it's looking good. We look free-flowing. It was a very good performance in that first half. It should have been more. Really should have been more. We looked good. Second half, however, we did make a couple of subs. Hincapié came on for Calafiori and Odegaard came on for Havertz. Absolutely understandable. These guys have just come back from injury. Big players. Havertz has had a couple of injuries and stuff. Surprised he started, to be honest, but he did really well. Came off at half time. I understand that. However, that second half, it just slowed down. As soon as Odegaard came on, it just slowed down. I don't understand why it slowed down so much. But every time he gets the ball, he takes his time too much. He tries dictating it too much. He twists, he turns, he makes his decision, and then he'll just make a sideward pass anyway. He needs to kind of stop with them lofted balls over the top as well. They're a bit weird. They don't usually work out really either. I feel like he's getting found out a little bit, you know. It used to be like tricks and flicks and I've needle passes, first time balls. Now he just takes his time too much. He does get shrugged off the ball as well. Yeah, I didn't like that performance from him, I'll be real. I think, in fact, yeah, I didn't like it because at the end of the day, it was against Kairat. It's a good opponent to be playing against when you're in that position. And he just didn't really create at all. He didn't do a lot. He slowed it down a lot. That's how I see it. But there you go. I think that was a big thing to say to me. Right, okay. Maybe start Eze in that position next game against Leeds. Havertz, if he's fit. I like that. I think something could work here, because how I saw it was, I don't know if everyone else noticed this, but I thought Havertz, every time he got the ball, he tried playing it into Gyökeres, because he knows how that striker role works. He kept trying to go for Gyökeres, and he found him many times. It worked, and that was the first time really that I saw Gyökeres actually playing with a smile on his face, and he actually enjoyed it. So yeah, it's a difficult one to analyse this, but for me, I do think that Havertz and Gyökeres, it works. Kind of, if we want to play Eze in there, I've got no problem with that either, because he's obviously got it. But Odegaard, I think we've seen enough of him. Let him have a bit of time out now and go from there. That's how I see it. So yeah, there were some good performances though. Lewis Skelly, I don't think he gets mentioned enough right now. I think he's been very good the last 2 games. I think credit where credit's due. I think he's been very good. He's really stepped up his game, I thought, since the beginning of this season anyway. I thought Mascara was okay. Strong, done what he needed to do. Not sure about Hincapié as a centre-back. He's better as a left-back in my opinion. Then we've got, obviously, Calafiori. He played pretty poor in my opinion. He has come back from injury, whatever. Poor to give away that penalty. He looked a bit rusty, to be honest. Ben White, consistent enough. Kepa didn't have a chance, by the way, with the goals. Obviously, a penalty. Does dive early, but whatever. And then the second goal, didn't have a chance. Norgard played well in that midfield role, I thought. I don't think he's ever really stepped a foot wrong. I think he deserves a bit more game time, to be honest with you. Then you've got, obviously, Eze. Played all right, to be honest. There was a couple of times where I wanted him to shoot instead of pass, because everyone was just screwing up their shot. So I thought, you take one on Eze. And that's what he usually does, but fair play. He played well. Havertz, unreal. Honestly, he was my man of the match, to be honest. I thought he was really, really good. Looked so good in there. Get him close to the striker and it works, in my opinion. Madueke, he's one of those. You get past the man and then he skies it. Frustrating player. No wonder he's not got any goals or assists in the league, to be honest. He just screws up so many shots. Yeah, gets past a man or two, screws it up. Then you've got Martinelli. Played decent, to be honest. Scored a goal, of course. Had a couple of shots. One that just went over. Yeah, I thought he looked decent, to be honest. And then Gyökeres, first half, thought he played really well. Second half, didn't really get the service. But I like the look of him. I thought he's played with a smile on his face, and he looked good. So yeah, overall, good performance in the first half. Second half, not so good. But we don't panic. Poor to concede that last goal as well. Thought we kind of gave up a little bit there. So yeah, we go again. Please do subscribe.